Good afternoon to all. This is M. Seshasai Durga from the Department of Pharmaceutics. Today, I would like to discuss about the subject that is pharmaceutical jurisprudence. Okay. So first, pharmaceutical jurisprudence, that is the subject name, and here first we should know the meaning of the jurisprudence. Before going to discuss into the syllabus, first we should know about the title name. Title name is subject name. What is jurisprudence? What is the meaning of that jurisprudence? First we should understand that one. So here juris means nothing but laws. Juris means nothing but laws. Pharmaceutical jurisprudence means laws which are related to the pharmacy. So pharmacy means nothing but what we will do in the pharmacy: manufacturing of the medicines or pharmaceuticals, then their distribution, sale, import or export, like that, various activities which are related with the pharmacy. So how the activities will be going on in our country? Definitely we need a particular or a specific framing system. Some authorized system should be there, then only every activity will be going on neatly in everywhere, not only in the pharmacy. Generally, if you want to do some activity, there should be some authorization. In the same way, to proceed for or to regulate all the activities which are related with the pharmaceuticals, like their manufacturing, distribution, sale, import, export. So various activities which are related with the pharmaceuticals, to control and to regulate all those activities, we require a specific system. So that is the first thing why this pharmaceutical jurisprudence is included in our syllabus. So here we will learn what are the various authorized bodies are there, what are the various authorized bodies are there, who can control or who can regulate these activities of the pharmaceuticals. And after that, in this pharmaceutical jurisprudence, we have different types of topics, like one of the topic is Drugs and Cosmetics Act 1940 and its rules 1945. Actually, in this topic we will learn how to manufacture the medicines and cosmetics and what are the regulating bodies, and at the same time how to sell, how to import and export. All these activities we will learn in this topic. But in your syllabus, this Drugs and Cosmetics Act 1940 will be divided into two chapters. So first unit, we will discuss only the manufacturing and import of the pharmaceuticals as well as the cosmetics. In the unit 2, there we will discuss about the sale, distribution, export, like that. Other activities we will learn in the second unit. So this is the first unit, Drugs and Cosmetics Act 1940 and its rules 1945. Yeah, actually this Drugs and Cosmetics Act 1945, this is established by the Government of India in the year 1940 only. But what about the before 1940, how the activities of the pharmaceuticals are there in the India? Before the 1940, actually we don't have any specific system or an authorized body to control and to regulate these activities. Actually before the 1940, generally some people in the country, some of the people who are having some experience related to the knowledge of the pharmacy, like they only used to prepare the manufacturing, and the same person who is having such experience, he only proceed to give, distribute and sell. Everything will be done by only one person, and there is no any specific qualification to the particular person. Without any qualification, just with the knowledge and experience related to pharmaceuticals, they generally proceeding for continue all the activities related to the pharmaceuticals, and only that person can transfer his knowledge to his any of one of the family members. So it is going on continuously from one generation to another generation in the same family. Actually this is not a correct way while dealing with the pharmaceuticals, because pharmaceuticals means they are directly impacting the human lives. So such type of procedure is not correct. That's why before the 1940 this is the procedure actually going on, and that too some of the medicines are not available in our India also. In our India we don't have any special manufacturing areas for the preparation of the pharmaceuticals. So what they are doing, generally we are importing some other important medicines from the foreign countries. From the foreign countries we are used to import the medicines, and some of the pharmaceuticals only some experienced people used to prepare in our India. That is the procedure actually going on before the 1940. But due to that situation, number of lives we lost at that time before the 1940. We don't have a special focus on the healthcare of the healthcare of our public. So then the government was decided, Indian government was decided, definitely we require a special act to control all these systems. So then in the year 1940 only this Drugs and Cosmetics Act was established. So see here, in this Drugs and Cosmetics Act what we will learn: first one objectives, second one definitions, third one import of drugs, next one manufacturing of the drugs. So two activities here we will learn. What are the two activities? Import and manufacturing. So what are the procedures should be followed for the manufacturing of the drugs and cosmetics, and the same way what are the procedures should be followed for the import of the Drugs and Cosmetics Act. These two activities we will learn in this first unit, Drugs and Cosmetics Act 1940. Yeah, see here, these are the objectives of the act. What are the objectives? What is meant by objective? Objectives means what we want to do by establishing this act, what we should achieve, what are our goals. That is the objectives here. First one, to regulate the import, manufacture, distribution and sale of Drugs and Cosmetics Act through licensing. Yeah, before the 1940 I said to you that we don't have any qualified person to do the activities related to pharmacy. Generally some person who is having some experience, only those can proceed for different activities related to pharmacy. But when this act is established, from that onwards everything is changed, and what they are regulated, persons who are doing these activities like manufacturing, distribution and sale, the person should obtain a license from the some licensing authority. That is the first important thing. And manufacture, distribution and sale of cosmetics by qualified persons only. So the person who is doing all these activities must be a qualified person. Some qualification like bachelor in pharmacy or diploma in pharmacy, like that the person should obtain a specific knowledge regarding the pharmacy, some course he should be done, then he is able to perform the activities and to prevent substandards in drugs. So substandards means we can avoid using of low quality of the drugs. What we discussed in the 1940, before the 1940 actually we don't have any special manufacturing industries, so generally we used to import the drugs from the other foreign countries. So when you are importing drugs like that, then maybe we are receiving somewhat a substandard quality of the drugs. The drugs whatever we are importing, those may not be up to the standard. Such type of low standard drugs we are receiving from the foreign countries. So those drugs not having a required therapeutic efficacy, so that the patient may not get the required action from the particular use of the drug. No use. So we can avoid such substandards in the drugs by this act. And also to regulate the manufacture and sale of Ayurvedic, Siddha and Unani drugs. Not only the allopathic system, under this system we can also regulate the Ayurvedic, Siddha and Unani types of the drugs. And next one is to establish Drugs Technical Advisory Board, that is DTAB, and Drug Consultative Committee, that is DCC, for allopathic drugs and cosmetics. So we framed some objectives under the act. Okay, to achieve those objectives generally a single person cannot perform all these activities. There will be some specialized system. Okay, under the system, the remaining people, the subordinates or the remaining people all together coordinated and they can perform their activities. So here also in the same way, the DTAB, that is the Drug Technical Advisory Board and Drug Consultative Committee, these are the two administration bodies under the Drugs and Cosmetics Act. Administrative bodies. So administration means they will do all the activities or they will make the people to do remaining activities related to pharmacy. Controlling bodies, DTAB and DCC are the controlling bodies for the okay. So these are some of the important definitions under this act. Not only this unit, these definitions we thoroughly frequently we use these definitions until completion of this pharmaceutical jurisprudence syllabus. So what are the definitions means? First one, drug. Definitely we should know. When you entered into the pharmacy, at the time only we used to learn this definition, what are the drugs and what are the cosmetics. So here also once again I will give you the definitions of some important terms. In that first one is the drugs. So what is a drug? Drug means all medicines used for internal or external use of human beings or in animals, and all substances intended to be used for or in the diagnosis, treatment and prevention of any disease or disorder in human beings or animals, including preparations applied on human body for the purpose of treating infections. So drug means, simply I will tell you, the chemical substance which is used for diagnosis, first one diagnosis, treatment, mitigation, prevention of any disease or disorder in human beings as well as animals. Okay, the chemical substances which are used to treat or to prevent or to diagnosis of the disease. For that purpose also we are using different drugs. So in this way, for all these purposes we are using both in the human beings or also in the animals, then it is called as a drug. Drug is completely different from the cosmetics. So first we also should know about the definition of the cosmetic. What is a cosmetic? See here, any article intended to be rubbed or poured, sprinkled or sprayed or introduced into or otherwise applied on the human body or any other part thereof for cleansing, beautifying and promoting attractiveness or altering the appearance. Okay, so substances which are either poured or sprinkled or sprayed, anyway we can use. Why we are using? What is the purpose? The purpose is, see here, first one, cleansing, beautifying, promoting attractiveness or altering the appearance of any part of our body. So to improve our attractiveness or to alter the appearance of the any part of our body, generally we are using, that is called a cosmetic. Next one is misbranded drug and adulterated drug. See here actually we have substandard drug, misbranded drug and adulterated drug. All the three definitions are having a similar meaning, but there are some little modifications. So first one, misbranded drug. If you see the misbranded drug, if the drug is so colored, coated or powdered or polished that the damage is concealed, or if it is made to appear of a better or greater therapeutic value than it really is. Actually here the drug will be modified. No, modified means only externally, not internally. We are not changing its chemical properties. Just we will take the drug, maybe the drug is not up to the standard or up to the limit. Such low standard drug we are making it. How we are making? That is polished. To improve its elegance, to improve its appearance, we are polishing that drug substance, okay, or powdered or coated, that damage is concealed. The drug is having a little damage, so that generally if any substance, if it is having any defect, people may not like to use it. So what they will do, the manufacturers will coated the drug substance or polished or powdered to conceal that damage, to cover, just a covering is given to the substandard quality of the drug, so that what happened, such type of drug is called as misbranded drug. And next one, if it is not labeled in the prescribed manner. The labeling, actually for every drug we have some labeling precautions. Standard procedure will be there to give labeling. Generally in the liquid dosage form there are some specific labeling, and in the same way parenterals we have some specific. In the same way semi solid, solid dosage form, like that every dosage form is having a special labeling procedure. So if our drug is not labeled according to the procedure, that is also called as misbranded drug. And second one is, next one is adulterated drug. What is adulterated drug? See here, if it consists in whole or in a part of any filthy, putrid or decomposed substance, okay, and if it is has been prepared, packed or stored under insanitary conditions. So drug is actually pure one only, but when you are preparing that drug, maybe you are stored in somewhat unhygienic conditions. During the storage or during the manufacturing, we are not following that sterile conditions or good hygienic conditions. That one only given here, stored under insanitary conditions. So insanitary means not healthy, somewhat dirty. So there if you stored or prepared the drug, so then what happened, our pure drug may be mixed with, contaminate with other dirty matter. So then the drug, the original drug may loses its activity, or it may degrade because of that contamination. So that type of drug we can call as adulterated drug. Adulteration means nothing but our original drug will be mixed with similar components of the other substances. Similar appearance, maybe they are looking like same, but they are not having any therapeutic effect. Such type of substances we can call as adulterated drug. Next one, spurious drug. What is spurious drug? It is if it is imported under a name which belongs to another drug, or if it is an imitation of or a substitute for another drug, or resembles another drug in manner likely to deceive, or bears upon it or upon its label or container the name of another drug. Actually here the substance is not having such type of therapeutic effect. Drug is, or the substance which one we are using, that is not having any therapeutic effect, but the unwanted, the substance which is not having that therapeutic effect, that one will be packed in another container which is having a proper labeling. Okay, so there the container is okay, the label is okay, but the content which is present inside, that is the substance which is not having any therapeutic effect, but it looks like the same drug. Okay, so that one only given. Yeah, if it is an imitation or a substitute for another drug, actual drug, not the actual one, in the place of the pure one, we can replace another substandard quality of the drug. But that substandard quality of the drug is also packed in a good container which is having the proper labeling. Then how the people will think? People may think that yeah, the container is okay, the labeling is also okay, so that the drug present inside, that is also the pure. They think like that, but actually that is not in pure form, because it is a substitute, not exactly the pure one. So this is about the spurious drug. And next, manufacture. Manufacture means nothing but formulation. We are preparing. As a pharmacist, we used to prepare different types of dosage forms. Okay, that is only manufacturing. See the definition once. In relation to any drug or cosmetic, it includes any process or a part of a process making, altering, ornamenting, finishing, packing, labeling, breaking, or otherwise treating or adapting any drug or cosmetic with a view to view its sale or distribution, but does not include the compounding or dispensing of any drug or the packaging of any drug or cosmetic. Actually here manufacturing means the actual pure drug we are not preparing, but by using that pure drug we will make a dosage form. That one should be readily available to the patient for their consumption. Directly if you given the drug, they won't take. What we should do? That should be in the available form. Available form means ready to consumption by the patient, like that we are making. So the pure drug will be taken, that pure drug will be converted into some specific dosage form. That one only given the making, altering or ornamenting, finishing. So in this manufacturing also we have number of steps, like first thing, if you take any dosage form, different steps will be there. Processing will be there. After the processing, then finished product will be there. That product will be packed, that is the packing and labeling, and then we will go for the stability testing also. So like that different operations we are continuously going on in the manufacturing process. So all the steps together we can call as manufacturing, but that manufacturing not in the pure drug form. We will just take the pure drug form, that one will be combined with other ingredients, then we are making a specific dosage form. That making of the dosage form only we can call as the manufacturing here. Yes, so these are the some important definitions, like drug, cosmetic, then misbranded drug, adulterated drug, and then one spurious drug, and then manufacturing. These are the some important terms. We continuously used these terms until completion of our syllabus. So next one we are going for import of the drugs. See here, what is import? Generally, while importing a drug from or while importing a dosage form from the foreign countries, we have some procedure. Under this Drugs and Cosmetics Act, we have some rules and provisions. So the people should follow those provisions while they are importing from the other countries. So what are the provisions given here? First one, classes of drugs prohibited to import. Prohibited. So these drugs should not be imported from the foreign countries. They are completely prohibited. And second one, import of drugs under license. We already discussed that one point, that is any activity related to the pharmacy, like their manufacturing, distribution, import or sale, everything must be done by the qualified person. That too, the person should obtain a license from the licensing authority. With the authentication of that license only, the people are able to do the remaining activities. So that only given here, import of drugs under license. So if the person is having the license, then what type of drugs he can import, that is given here. First one, specified in schedule C and C1 and specified in schedule X, imported for test or analysis, imported for personal use, and any new drug. Yeah, these 5 categories. First one, imported in schedule C and C1. Actually, under this Drugs and Cosmetics Act, we have different schedules. From schedule A to Y, like that we have number of schedules. So in those schedules, schedule C is one of the thing. Under this schedule C, we have biological drugs. Biological drugs means like vaccines, sera or blood products or vitamins or enzymes or proteins or immunoglobulins. So like that, all the products which are biological, prepared from animal source, so those substances are included under schedule C and C1. Okay, so those substances we can import from the foreign countries. And next one, specified in schedule X. X means these are the narcotic substances. Narcotic and psychotropic substances are included under schedule X. So these substances also we can import from the other countries, but with the license only. First, a license, approval license should be obtained, then we can import these type of drugs. And next one, imported for test or analysis. So test or analysis means, for example, a new dosage form manufactured in foreign country. Okay, for its stability studies or further testing, the dosage form or the new drug substance we can import from other foreign countries. In our country, then we can proceed for the further tests. That is the test and analysis. So to analyze the newly prepared drug or newly prepared dosage form. For that purpose also sometimes we are importing some drugs from the other countries. So when you are importing the drug for the test or analysis purpose, then also we need to obtain a license from the authority. And next one, imported for personal use. Personal use means generally a normal person, a common man want to import or want to transfer a combo of drug or a bulk of drug from other country to here. Maybe he is shifted from foreign to India. So what they will do, they will travel from foreign to India. So during their traveling, when they are traveling, they can also import their drugs from foreign to India. At that time, a particular limitations are there. If the doses of the drug is less than 100 means okay, no need to obtain any license, just with the casual luggage he can carry. But when the doses are more than 100, then definitely he should obtain a license from the government. So what they should do, first they have to inform to the consulting authorities, then if they are given the approval, then okay, they can carry the medicine to the or carry the particular things from foreign to India. That is comes under imported for personal use. And next one, any new drugs. New drugs means previously it is not existed one. Just now only they manufactured from the foreign countries. So then, but the need of that new drug we are having in our India, we are having that need, but we are not unable to prepare that new drug. So what we will do then, we will go for importing of such new drug from foreign to India. That is the any new drug, fifth one. And next category is drugs exempted from provisions of import. Exemptions means here these type of drugs which are comes under this category, no need to obtain any license. Without the license also we can import from the other countries. A common drugs like turmeric is there. Turmeric is a drug product only, but no need to obtain any license, we can carry from foreign to India. And also some of the food products, generally vitamins, those we are also using as a nutritional substances. Such type of substance, no need to obtain any license, simply we can shift from foreign to India, we can import without any license also. And last one, offences and penalties. Offences and penalties means here, these are the provisions given by the Act. If any person, if he is not following any provision of this Act, then that is considered as an offence, and for that offence definitely he is liable to pay some fine. They will take the charge, the concerned authorities will take the charge on the particular person. That is comes under the penalty. For that purpose maybe some imprisonment will be there, or sometimes a fine in the form of cash may be given. Anything they have to accept. Okay, that is comes under the offences and penalties. So in the next class we will discuss in detail about the import, and each and every category we will discuss.